Hello, beautiful people. Today, let's talk about Balance Council changes. The results are in, so let's go through all the cards and let's discuss them. So, first, power increase. So, we have Lara Doran right now. She's at 5 points of power. So, actually, regarding this card, this is a nerf. It's going to be more difficult right now for us to get her on our side of the board. So, this is like one of these changes that I have no opinion about it because actually this Araka Swarm deck with Tatterwing is pretty strong, so maybe this is, I would say, a positive change. Professor, a very good change. Actually, this card was still not being played, so I would say maybe this is like one of these options that we're gonna see Professor more often. Irgen, I would say that regarding the power, it wasn't that necessary. I would say that the problem here is the provision. So I would say 9 points of provision plus 15 as it was before. That would be much better. But it is how it is, guys. So there's nothing we can do about it. Imke, definitely a good change. A card that has a super potential, but definitely is not being played. Actually, this card can be crazy strong. Especially if you pay these 3 coins and you will get a shield, then basically it's unremovable. If you have also some kind of a card that can remove a lock, so this is a very strong option for uh, Syndicate. Horus Borsodi, and actually I was voting for this card at least twice during the Balance Council changes, so finally it got buffed. But my problem with this card was that actually both of them should be at 6 points of provision, so this 1 point of power will not change anything. This is one of these changes that will not be visible or like it will not have any kind of an impact. The problem here is the provision cost, and I would say that like for this like things that they can provide, 6 and 6 of provision, uh, and regarding the points, it doesn't matter that much because 1 point here or there, it's not much of a difference. But if you're gonna compare Horus Borsodi to one of these changes that was already done, so Murliega, actually I think that this is a very bad change because it's crazy strong, especially if you're gonna play it with the haste, and you have both of these cards at the same time on board. So this is a crazy strong cards in this combination because they really work together well. So I would say this is a bad change, and actually these cards should be at like at 6 points of provision, more likely than Murliega and so on. Joanna, definitely a very good change. Finally, we're gonna see this card more often. I would say a card that was asking for this, was begging even for this change for a long time. Shady Vendor, I don't know, to be honest with you, what to think about it. For me, this is a 5 provision card. 6, it's too expensive. This 1 point of power doesn't make much of a difference. Maybe if it was 6 and 6, then yes, it would be all right. But 5, it's still too weak for what it offers. And I would say definitely better would be just leave it at 4 plus or even at 3, but with 5 points of provision. Chameleon, crazy strong change with a huge potential. Chameleon was obviously present in all of the Harmony decks, and right now, since it has 5 points of power, you're gonna see this card even more often. Forest Whisperer. So this is a huge buff, as you can see, both of these cards for Harmony. So definitely, if Harmony will be more present this season, a very strong change, and this card will gonna be seen a lot. Power decrease. Uh, Actually, this is a buff. To be honest with you, Kraken at 3. This is the sweet spot, and it should be left in this way that is right now. All God, is it that beneficial? To be honest with you, so this card even deserved any kind of a nerf? Not really. I would say 5 and 10 was actually the way it should be. And right now, I don't see a point of like even touching this card, so I don't like this change. Rafard's Vengeance. Hard to say. I know that the Northern Realms they got pretty, I would say, strong last season, and probably this is the result. Um, I don't know. It's not like a huge change, I would say. So this is definitely acceptable, especially that usually what you're trying to do if you play Rafard's Vengeance, then you always try to have a Crystal Skull. Without the Crystal Skull, you still need to use Zeal on this card, so it will be at 6 points of power. So I would say not that like with not such a huge impact. John Natalis, so as we can see, all the cards that are drawing the other cards, 7 and 1. So this is basically like somebody just sees all these cards in this way. Nausicaa Sergeant every month story. Maxi, I don't like this change. Actually, 7 and 5 was great, and that was the sweet spot. I haven't seen too often Maxi last season, so I don't know why even it like thought about changing this card. Road Tosser, very specific card. It can be crazy good or either crazy bad. I also like never noticed that this card is so problematic that it needs to be changed. Another card, the same story. It wasn't a problem. Basically, this card is not being played at all. Right now, at 4 points of power, we're gonna see even card this. We're gonna see this card even less often. Halving. Actually, I would say that this card needs a buff, and right now, it received a nerf, and I don't know what was the reason. I even cannot remember when was the last time I've seen this card on board. So we haven't seen this card. The same goes with this one, and now we will not see this card at all. Obviously, this is a buff, and I think this is pretty all right. Then we have provision increase. Yes, I think that Syndicate definitely should be buffed. A very good change. I really like it. The same goes with Jackpot. I was also voting for this leader ability many times, and I was always saying that the Jackpot is too weak. Uh, Last season, I even didn't play once against Jackpot, so you can imagine that if this like leader ability is not being seen at all, so it means that it's not strong. So this is a very good change. V. Actually, I played many times against V, and it wasn't problematic at all, to be honest with you. Uh, I would be even like voting for buffing this card because this deck like doesn't have that much to offer. If you know how to play against it, you will always win with this deck. Obviously, sometimes you can have one of these decks that actually you don't have this like counter strikes, but if you have, you will win easily. So I don't like this change to be honest with you. And also, I've never played V. Maybe I recorded a video once with V, and it wasn't that strong. Amphibious assault, I hate this change. Actually, all these tutors they should be at 12. So I think I hope that it will be changed once again to 12. The same goes with this one. It's not that strong. At the 13, we will just basically don't see this card at all. And I think 12 for this card, 12 for this was optimal. Sigvald, this is problematic. And actually, I was also hoping that this card will be changed. I know it seems like it's pretty expensive at 11, but for what this card can offer, so I think this is a very good change. So 11-7, yes, this is the sweet spot, and let's leave this card behind. Code the Grace, it seems like it's one of these cards that is being changed every month. In my opinion, it should stay at 9. There's no point of like changing this card into 10 points of provision. There are different cards from assimilate decks that they deserve a nerf, but definitely that wasn't the problem. It wasn't like a problem, this card, so it should be at 9. Vernon, also, I don't understand why this card was changed. I know that Northern Realms, they were pretty strong last season, but it doesn't mean that this card was problematic because this is pretty random. And in many decks, actually, it wasn't paying off at all. So I would say 9 and 1 was perfect. Evo, actually, this card can be crazy good. So I would say 10. Yes, definitely a good change. Highland Warlord, every month's story. For me, this is a 5 provision card, and I'm going to stick to my opinion. Decrease. I don't know what was the reason. First of all, to change this card for 16. Right now it's at 15, and just leave it like this. Don't touch it like anytime soon. Let's just leave this card at 15 because at 16 was basically forgotten completely. Once it's at 15, we're gonna see this card more often, and it should be actually at 15. This Blaze. And with the dragons, I have a really huge problem. Actually, I don't know how it happens, but I don't win a lot of games against them. So if I see dragons, so most likely I will lose. Uh, I don't think that the dragons they need any kind of a buff. It is how it is, unfortunately, and I think they are more problematic cards that they should receive a buff. Teen Boy, completely forgotten card. I really like this change. Definitely, we're gonna see this card more often, especially that of the books also got buffed. So there's gonna be, I think, a period of time when we're gonna play against of the books more often. Vivaldi Banks, yes, this is a 9 provision card, and stop changing this around, like from 10 to 9, from 9 to 10. It makes no sense. Let's leave it at 9, and let's keep to this. Lord Riptide, I don't like this change. This is a crazy strong card for me. 10 points of provision, 10 points of power, great, but also 10 points of provision, and this is the sweet spot for this card right now. What is going to happen? Once again, we're gonna see a Lord Riptide in every single monster deck. Arnagat, crazy change. I think we're gonna cry a lot because of this card. So prepare the locks, prepare the heat waves, and so on, because Arnagat will be probably in many decks this season. Right now, for me, this card is too strong. Heulin, very good change, completely forgotten card, not being present at all. So let's hope this season we're gonna see Heulin more often. Knighthood, very good change. Also, I don't think that was a 9 provision card, so 8. It's like, I would say, more like into the zone where it should be. Proto Fleder, I know it already got buffed, but as you can see, without any kind of a change, Proto Fleder was not included in the decks. So hopefully, right now after this this change, we're gonna see Proto Fleder more often. And Griffin Witcher Ranger. Actually, I'm afraid of this card because let me say that a guy has 9 cards in the row. So you can imagine that actually this card can be even at 11 points of power. So, well, I think that we have a shining star over here, and I think this card might be the great winner of all the May changes. So, thank you very much for watching. Thank you for your time and support. Please like, subscribe, and comment, guys. See you in the next video. And the last announcement, guys, please go to the nearest shelter and adopt the dog. Thank you very much, guys. Bye bye.